play, right? Maybe a quick gank on Aatrox because there's no Drake up and Kayne is not in her jungle yet, right? But the point is this, you need to have a baseline play out of, or an idea out of base what you want to play for if nothing weird happens, right? So Nidalee does this great. She should just do her bot side chemistry. I don't even know why she went mid lane here, because right now, very important jungle tracking. Kayne is bot side, his top side camps were not up yet, and he was basing for sure. He was like at 1 HP here, and I think we saw him. So Nidalee opts to go top side here. This is very bad. Well, if Kayne is top side here, you might think, don't I want to just run here and like defend this? You could. First point is though, even if that was the case, and we were wrong with our jungle tracking, Kayne is actually on top side. Well, he can just do like 3 camps while Kayne does this, then play for Drake, and Herald is so tanky. You have your entire bot lane here, you have your Morgana is bot, your mid laner, and you also probably there. You just do Drake as 4, and then you advance as a team into Herald, right? That's the point. But Nidalee, what does she do? She moves topside. Topside was anyways kind of losing, I think. Or not losing actually. Actually it's winning. But the point is this, she should play for the Drake timer. And honestly, as we can see, Kayne is bot side. We actually knew that he's gonna go bot side. He was basing here and his bot side camps were up by that time, right? This is why I actually Nidalee opted to base, because this was very dangerous, the crux. Because the enemy bot lane came, Kayne came, so she based. So what happens now? She goes topside, plays for who the fuck knows what, she goes for Herald. Why is this bad? Nidalee is ahead in this game and their team is actually also ahead. She basically tells the Kayne here, hey man, make a player Morgana, make a player my camps, make a player Drake, while I do Herald. This is wrong. You do not want to trade on the map in the mid game if you don't have to. What should Nidalee do? Just play for this, match Kayne on bot side, she's inherently stronger. She should not trade if she's stronger, or the map, right? I think they were only losing on the top side. I could be wrong though, but she is stronger here. You can see the gold here, right? She should not give this for free. So let's see what happens here. Kayne is bot side with his set. They make a player Morgana, and Nidalee does Herald. Herald is tanky as fuck as well. And now she goes top side. We could say she has still time to go here. Honestly, this is bad by Kayne. He made a bad player Morgana. He should have just took her camps by now. But so Nidalee can actually recover this and now move instantly into Drake. But yeah, let's see what she does. And this is still inherently bad. Herald will not like run away from you if you don't do it here, because enemy jungle is bot side. So now she stays top. Kayne gets now the free Drake because she opted for Herald even though he was bot side. So that's bad. Excuse me, I'm like skipping a lot in this coaching session, so I have to like skip ahead. So Kayne gets a free Drake, Nidalee gets a Herald. Wrong. 1 for 1? No. You want Drake and then Herald. Match enemy jungle. If you're stronger, don't trade on the map. That's the first point. Second point right here, Kayne actually gets her jungle camps. So that's bad. That shouldn't even happen at all. Now she goes for a play on mid lane. This was, I believe, a good play. Regardless though, she lost Drake for no reason at all. 1 for 1, that's what it is. This was very bad. So this is the next part of the game. Nidalee died mid, Kayne died. She went out of base top lane into bot lane, and this is very important guys, numbers in the mid game. Okay? Kayne is top side. We have wards here, he just base just like Nidalee, he has to be top side. These camps are all down, right? So Kayne is bot side. If we don't know where he is, this is what we have to assume. So what's happening right here? We have set bot side or Aatrox, depends who comes bot. We have, so one is top, one is bot lane is mid, and Kayne is bot side. Right now there is 2 people bot for sure, because we know where the enemy jungle is and someone goes bot, right? So right here, Rakan opts to go mid lane and Kai'Sa. Kayne is bot side, Aatrox bot side. What are the numbers on the map? 1 top, 1 bot. Actually, you should not assume that Seth is top. He's an assassin. He can actually be here, right? So right now, there is no clear advantage bot side. It's at least even or maybe outnumbered because his bot lane goes mid. So I told him right here, instead of instantly moving bot, because he didn't pan his camera, this is the review, right? You should have looked mid if the enemy bot lane actually stays for this tower. This happens actually quite a lot. They shouldn't do this, but this happens. Why? Rakan moves mid, Kai'Sa moves mid. They are very strong. I think they were ahead as well, his bot lane. So he should look mid if they stay and go for a fight. Why? Kayne is on his camps and he can go for a 3v2 on the mid lane here. That's the first thing. He shouldn't have done it, but he should have looked for it because they actually go back. If they stay, this is the advantage. Here he actually goes for bot side play. I told him this play is not bad at all. Not bad at all. But Kayne is bot side. And right now he isn't like in proximity to this. So this is fine. What he does here, he actually chunks this guy out completely. But this is a big no-no. What happens here is not bad. He should just acknowledge, okay, the map state. They are chilling mid. This red actor is chilling top. There is nothing top side. He can be bot side. This is good. But he should just push out this wave and get this free tower. Okay? What does he do? Doesn't acknowledge numbers on the map. Just runs in. And yeah. What is bad with this play? The bad thing about this play is basically, even if he gets away, I think he shouldn't have done it because Kayne is top tier, so he has to die here, which he actually does. He got a chunk on Aatrox. This is basically a kill, right? If you chunk someone in the mid game and you don't kill them, it's basically a kill. Because how the fuck is this guy gonna defend this tower now? He can't, right? So instead of going for this greedy ass kill when everyone can be bot side, or at least the Kayne, right, in the support, he should have just been very nice, you get the free kill, and what happens now? Instead of drawing pressure bot side, because they came, right? And then he can move into mid lane and make a play here, because, you know, the Zed, the Kayne, the Aatrox are bot side. Instead of doing that, he went for a 1-for-1, actually killing his Morgana here, I think, right? So this is very important. You have to count numbers on the map. And this is where, yeah, this game is, he actually won that game, but this is very bad, okay? So, just understanding numbers on the map. The play he made was good, there was nothing mid lane, the enemy bot respected. He went bot side, it was a good play, but now he fucked it up. Because he didn't acknowledge numbers and he just screwed it for 1-for-1. He comes out of base and Atakan is spawning on top side. So what should he do? He should go topside like he does, right? His bot lane is coming out of base. The enemies are dead. The Kayne is dead. Sivir is bot with Lux, so the only one is Aatrox, right? Aatrox actually goes top lane here. So he should obviously go to Atakan, right? Do his camps, then wait for his team and then do Atakan. So let's see what he does, because this is a very good play by him. Acknowledge, Kayne is dead, Zed is dead. So that means if Sivir is bot, this is basically at most, if the Lux is here, this is a 2v4, okay? So this is a good position for him here. We actually see Aatrox completely disregarding this, pushing out wave. This is good. This can't be bad, because this is a fucking 3v1, okay? And he's actually not weak at all. So great play. This is how you play. You get an advantage on the map if you have one, and you actually go for that kill, and now you get a free Atakan. The important part comes after Atakan. After he gets Atakan here, what should he do? Kayne is here. He should instantly acknowledge Aatrox is dead, Lux is dead. Once more numbers advantage. Play for crab, play for this, and then play for Drake. Okay? Because he just created another numbers advantage. I think even that him chasing here is bad, honestly. You don't have to kill the enemy chunk here. Just use your time efficiently while these people are dead, and get the crab, get his camps, play for this. Okay? This is his next move. Even if you waste 5 seconds here, that is huge. That is maybe 2 camps you could have got, right? Before the Drake. So that's what he should have done here. He kind of like performs is not too bad. I think this is very mid-max in Germany, but just so you understand this. So here, he doesn't have enough time to invade this camp there. Not the end of the world. He maybe could have done it if he didn't waste time. He got the Draco, great games with Atakan, love Gwen. So, let's see what he does after this point, because this is quite important here. Right here, I think he's like stayed for his camps, which is good. If your teammates base, you don't have and you don't want to play aggressive, right? So this is downtime for him. He should do his camps, base, walk topside, and then play with his team again, right? You want to synchronize the B button with your team, right? Best case, he would base straight away and then be on the map when his team is on the map on the same line, right? If he needs an item, which I think he needed here, it's fine if your team is slightly offset with your position. You just might have to, and because you actually most likely then did your camps, that's why you're not synchronized, you can actually, you know, run out of base straight to your teammates here. This is very important though. And especially what happens after this. After he does all of this, he opts for a base. What should he do? Well, no objectives up, top camps up, no real, you know, invade angle, everyone is chilling, just came out of base. He should just go topside here, and then see what the information on the map is, right? Where should he play? And this is very important. Right here, I already know, and this is like very tough if you've never heard about this, but this is a skill I developed like over a long time, because I like thought to myself, this is how you should play the game. Towers. Look at the map. Top lane, there is no tier 1 tower, there's no tier 2 tower. And as a general rule in the mid game, you always play for tier 2 towers, or maybe tier 1 if they are still up, right? Usually though, side lane tier 2 towers. How do you do that? You play for your camps when the waves have not hit yet, and you recognize here. Top lane, no tier 2, so this is not something you should think about. Mid lane. Mid lane is really just about creating an advantage, getting the push, and then moving to bot or top lane. Since on top lane there's no tower left, what should he do? He should recognize, okay, mid waves are gonna crash, I'm gonna do my camps, play for the next mid wave, and then go with the mid wave push over here, set up vision, and play over here in this pocket between mid and bot lane, right? This is what he should do. And just try to play on waves, get an advantage, and then move into bot side when this wave is here. Why should he not go bot instantly? Well, look at the bot wave. Wave is here, right? He has time to do this. By the time this wave is roughly over here, I would say. And then he goes mid, then this wave is here, and then he moves with the mid lane push. If they can't go for mid tower, he just moves his bot lane for this. And what will happen then? He will be mid lane. There's 3 people here, there's 3 people here, let's say, right? This is bot lane 101, whatever. And then what happens? These 3 people can move 5 seconds earlier, roughly. Then, because they have to catch a wave here, and those 5 seconds are enough to take a tower down. There's 4 people in the mid game. Mid game, why is the mid game so different to the early game? Because in mid game you can get a tower as a team so quick, right? So this smart advantage is what matters here in the mid game. And why does he not want to play topside? Well, there's no tower, right? Towers matter in the mid game. So let's see what he does. Second of all, you should like out of base. This is what you should think about, but also where are the enemies? Bot lane is mid, that's 2 people of the enemies. This guy's top, that's 3 people. Kayne can be anywhere, right? So that's 4. So he can be here, he can be here. Okay? And the last person, we don't know where he is, so we should not assume it, but most likely bot side. As long as we don't see it though, Kayne and Zed are missing, okay? So this could be like mean that there's 3 people top. We should maybe ping this because this is dangerous. This guy is fine, mid lane is fine, top lane volatile. So he should go top side here, which he does. And now look at this. The enemies make a play. 3 people top, right? What does it mean if there's 3 people top? Well, that means there can't be an advantage on the bot side for them, right? So there's 2 people in mid, you are free. That's an advantage. No one bot, right? So what happens here? You just have to go mid lane here. It kind of sucks because the wave was cleared by Civil, right? But he should just play from mid lane. And if there's nothing, just go bot lane. Okay, what does he do? He actually just runs into them here, takes a 3v, I think this is a 3v4, and this is, he only won this because Kaiser actually kind of 1v9 this fight, okay? But he makes a play when there's no advantage. And this is where I see loads of people lose the game. He goes top lane, doesn't play for top tier 2, and this is like, no, kind of really bad for him. Let's look at this fight, what happens here. They take this fight here, which is not necessary at all. Look at this. If he would just shove out mid-wave, they would be here, he shoves it out, then they're here, by that time he's here, he takes 3 tier 2 tower. Do you understand the point? This fight right here in tier 2 tower, guys, is like, what, 700, 800, even more gold maybe? That's how you play the mid game. And I have to like preface this. I'm not saying this fight is bad. If you're strong enough and you can pick them off like this, go for it. Because what happens if you kill all of them? Well, you just shove out everything and win the game, right? But I just want you guys to know, if the enemies have like a numbers advantage like this, even if you are stronger, this is where loads of people lose the game. And why go for a play like this? You only get kills. Well, the point of kills in the mid game here is to then use those kills to get more camps, towers, and all of that, right? If you can already though, with the enemies all being topside here, create an advantage on mid, get maybe mid tower and then translate into bot lane tier 2, because there's no way they're gonna go from here to here in time when you're already, you know, one lane separated. What's the point of doing this? The point of kills is to get an advantage in numbers, but he already had an advantage here. So this fight turns out good for them, but I'm gonna be honest, this shit would have been game losing if it didn't work out. So I'm not saying don't go for this, But if you go, it's because it's a free fight, okay? So let's see what he does afterwards. Right here, they get numbers. He should already try to like get Kayne's camps here. I think they're all up. He just walks back. Okay, Kaiser pushes this in. He takes these camps. By the time he takes those camps, Renekton pushes in midwave, and then he goes 3v1 mid lane. Okay, so that's what he should do here. Use those numbers in the mid game. Use those numbers. And he actually goes for base, which makes no sense. There's no Drake up. He should have just used those kills to get ahead. Okay, and that's basically the point of this video, guys. If you are in the mid game, in the mid stage of the game, you want to move to a camp, sure, but overall you have to recognize if you kill someone, you should use that kill to create a numbers advantage and play for tier 2 towers on the side lanes most of the time. And if you don't get an advantage, you try to get an advantage by pushing in waves first, maybe hovering your teammates, and then using your bot lane and moving to the top or bot side of the map if there is no objective, right? If there's a Drake, you just push in. What do you do when there's a Drake? You push in midway first, you make sure it's pushed, you get maybe vision if you can, and then you play for Drake. That's why you push in the midwave, right? And then you also don't lose anything if you're all in the Drake pit. No one can, like, you know, punish you for it and trade for it. Same concept here. If you are in the mid game and there's no objective, your next objectives are usually towers. Most of the time on the side lanes, tier 1 and tier 2 towers. And that's just what you do. Another thing I have to say, if in this game there was like a tier 1 tower here, tier 2 here, and only tier 2 here, you can like play for this first, get this down, maybe then play for the next tier 2, or you just base and then you just see, you know, it's very hard to say where you should go. Usually there's always, you know, 2 tier 2 towers, and then you just play with the stronger laner, because, you know, you have here tier 2, you have here tier 2, so then you just play with the stronger laner. If it is the case that there's already a tier 2 tower here in the mid game, then it's very obvious. You just pick up the quest and play for this right here. Preferably you have the stronger laner on.
Mist, but how it feels matters more.
An enemy has been slain.
Like nothing can hurt me. life would be easy. That isn't hard, to be sure. If only she was here to see this. See me.
Has been slain.
I remember when she sewed my dress with these scissors. Now they cut a different cloth. Bits of fabric can become something beautiful. My work here can do just the same.
An ally has been slain.
Are those mountains beyond the cliffs? I've always wished to see one up close.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
This place certainly brings out the fight in everyone. Wouldn't be fair if I didn't present my best.
Enemy double kill.
I'm gone.
Your team has destroyed.
Proud. It's called the Hallowed Mist, but how it feels matters more. Warm, safe, like nothing can hurt me. Onward! I'll break as many needles as it takes to get this right. To pieces! Snip, snip!
Your team has destroyed a turret. destroyed a turret.
All on my own. What happens next, I get to decide.
Double kill. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I can't give up. Not now, not ever.
Slain.
Cloth.
Double kill.
This is better than a dream.